All right, so something just happened. You okay now?
Yeah, we
Yeah, I think
can
so.
see your
We can see
screen.
your screen.
All right, you see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, let me go down and get you. Hang on. Let me open up the link. Let's see here. There it is. Okay. All right, it's loading now. All right, I'm gonna put my stuff in real quick. Okay, here we are. So, if I want to go to orders, create a new order. All right, so I'll put the order. I'm picking a number up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I go to my here. I can put in a custom one of my suppliers.
Yep.
All right, and you click on it. Okay, he's in. Supplier order I don't have to fill in because we don't have their order number. And attention. Now the attention should come up automatically. It does now on my other system. It doesn't do it on here though.
Okay, so that needs to be a drop down.
Well, even that. I mean, okay, so it isn't there. There's no drop down. It doesn't mean to type it in.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at.
If we look at the supplier Sonex, you're saying we should pull the contact from there.
Yeah, it should be my supplier, my PO contact. If you look on the thing, there's actually, I'm gonna pull up the other. You can see my other one. Here's Sonex, right? Let's do a purchase order. Well,
Mm-hmm.
actually, I just did one. Give me 1 second to pull it up.
Oh my God.
Okay, like this is my purchase order screen now from you guys,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna look up 17339. This is what I did yesterday. And it just takes, the first time it loads in the morning, it takes a little bit of time, but after it loads, it's quick other than me doing some research. Okay, so here it is.
Mm-hmm.
If you look, my salesman's name is already here. All that information's already here. You know, how I want to do it and the dates required and requested are here. Now,
Mm-hmm.
now I have a custom purchase order. So if I go to print it, it's going to pull it up because it's on the screen before I print it. This does take a second to compile everything that I have in it, but this purchase order is exactly how I want the new purchase orders to be if we go this route. I like this system. It's pretty much foolproof. It does a lot of things that I really like, and I'll show you one of them now. Okay, so here's my purchase order, what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
It gives me my number. Well, these cases, our numbers are the same, but it gives me my part number, the supplier's part number, my description, the quantity, and if there's units. Like if I have to buy 250 of one item, it'll tell me right here. And it gives me their cost, my cost from them.
Right.
Okay.
This part number I may buy from 4 different suppliers.
Right.
So let's go. Let me.
We noticed you use the supplier's catalog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna close this for right now. I'm gonna look up a number that I know I buy from multiple places. All right, so this is my part number, 35109-BW. Description, it has my quantity available, how many are on hold, how many are committed. And if I go to main supplier, if I click on that, it pulls it up. It's the first time I opened it today, so it might take a little bit of time. See, it has 2 different suppliers.
Right.
It has their part numbers, their packaging, and their price, or my cost.
Can you hold on just a sec, Scott?
Yes.
Can you flip back over to iPull?
Yes.
Now, if you go to inventory.
Okay, inventory.
And then, oh, I'm sorry. If you click on orders, I'm sorry. Click on
Yeah, it's under orders.
And then supplier's catalog.
Supplier's catalog.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Just click cancel on that screen behind you.
Yeah, when you click.
Click cancel and then cancel. There you go.
All right.
All right, now you can go there.
Yeah, now go orders. At the very top, orders.
Our orders, all right.
And then supplier's catalog. Now pull up that part number that you just had. I forget what it was.
I got it. It doesn't show it, and I know it's there.
So that's
I ran
your
it-
item number?
That's my item number. DW, I mean, it's cap, but it shouldn't matter if I put it in lowercase or uppercase.
Could you? Are you sure it's the supplier ID and not a different kind of ID? So if you click that
Yeah.
little drop down.
Sorry, hang on, let me go back.
I think.
No, it should be item ID.
Yeah. So if you click item ID, there you go.
There we go. Okay.
So do you?
Okay,
If you
system recorded, but it doesn't give me their catalog. It gives me their number. I don't know what the middle one is. Why the middle one's there?
Got an S in front of the item.
I don't know why, but let's just say that's okay. Now let's go back and do a purchase order. Is what I'm concerned of.
okay.
So orders, create a new purchase order. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm giving you a number. Okay, and then I got to go to supplier.
Mhm.
I'll put in Sonex. Let's put in Borg Warner. Let's do that. Supplier search. There it is. Okay, I'm not going to worry about the attention we can put in later, I guess, in a drop down.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I already
It's
made a
just,
note.
what does that pull from? What kind of information goes in the supplier attention?
It pulls the salesperson from the supplier record.
Okay.
It should be like if I go here, I'm going to open this other one back up just to show you. I'll open supplier, and I'm going to put in Borg Warner. And see right down here where it says PO attention.
Okay, so that's already in the database. Okay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, that shouldn't be too difficult to task.
So then, pretend that's there. It's invoice 2. We're going to invoice it to us. Okay.
Mhm.
Then select the date of this is the request date. This is the shipping date. I'm going to request this. All right. And the buyer's me. All right. And ship via. We already have that in our database. And payment term should automatically come up for each supplier.
Okay.
So if you look back here I'm gonna put in net 30. Just hang on. If I pull this up again, you'll see when I go to put this purchase order in right here, it says term net 30. It comes up automatically.
Okay.
All right. So
Yeah.
then the discount rate and everything else should be in automatically if there is any. Now, okay, so we got this much done. Okay, we're right here. The terms and conditions, I don't know what that would be.
You don't need to worry about that, I think, unless you want a custom terms and conditions at the bottom of your page.
Yeah.
Normally,
let's just keep going. Just keep going.
So now, where do I go from here to order the part?
Save. Click save. You
Save.
gotta save that here.
Yep.
And then you'll see the line items pop up at the top. There you go.
Yeah, you see at the top it says line items, very top of the screen.
Very top of the screen, line items. Okay.
And from here you can start ordering. So every line is a new part that you're going to order. So if you click add line up in the upper right. So this is going to be all of your different parts. You're going to need to pick one with stock. Yeah, the top one has stock in it. Okay.
Okay. The SP should not be there.
Yeah, we can delete it.
Well, the thing that the reason it's showing the SP there is because what the search does is it searches for what you type in the entire thing. So if you do that search again for me real quick. So if you go to add line and then do your type type it in again.
All right.
Yeah, same one as before.
Well, it's going to be. It has it on every one. It shouldn't be there.
See, the SP is there because you see how what you searched is still inside of the item ID. It's just not the exact same thing.
But
That's
Zach,
why it shows up.
Zach, you're missing the point. We can discontinue that part, Scott, because he
I know
doesn't.
Can I check
yeah.
one thing? Let me check one thing real quick. I know what you're saying. I understand. I just
Okay.
wonder. We might need to.
We just need
So
to
you want it-
discontinue that part.
No, I
Okay.
did. I know why they're there. Never mind. Okay, I know why they're there. Okay.
So we want to discontinue it or not?
I didn't realize they were there, so that's my fault.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That was my fault too.
All right. And then the units here is what I'm going to order, correct?
Yep.
Number you're gonna order.
Okay. Now it does not tell me. Okay, the quantity it does tell me how many what package location is. That one there. That one. All right. Let's say 500. Okay. Now let's say this purchase order is done. I need to save it, right?
Yeah. Now there's
Now-
a print. Yeah, there you go. So this is probably where we're going to have to customize it to meet your current one a little bit.
Yeah. It's probably. Oh no, it isn't. It's there. It gives you the barcode and everything on it.
Yeah, they should be similar, Scott. But I mean, if there's a tweak, we can make a tweak for you.
Well, send one copy. Or does it? And then we could probably put an email too on that also.
Sure.
We'll probably tweak it to mail. We could probably say mail one copy and then email one copy, and I'll give you my email address or Martha's email address. Now,
Okay.
from here, how do we print?
We can put your logo on the top too. Your logo is just missing.
Yeah, that'd be good. We can put that on the top. And see, how do we print?
If you right click on it, I think it's just a PDF.
It is a PDF.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna print it out.
You should be able to email it too. Just like right click on it and email.
Let's see.
Huh? I'm surprised there's no send.
That's okay. We scan from our computer all the time. Yeah, this would work, and then multiple pages would be no problem. Sales tax, shipping charge, no. We could probably fill in that we want it prepaid. Like some of them we request, like ship via, they'll be prepaid up top. That's good. The salesperson we filled in. Everything right here, it actually looks really well. That looks real good. Now how do I close this? Going
There's
back
an
up.
X there, I think. There's an X in the upper left.
Oh, right here? Okay, now I know that. All right.
Or you can just go back. Just go back. Use the arrow.
Well, hang on.
Yeah. Well, here's another problem, Scott. We usually use Chrome. We're going to want you to use Chrome.
Okay, you'd want to use Chrome? Okay.
Yeah, there's funky things that happen in Internet Explorer. So if you wouldn't mind,
I'm opening Chrome now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see what happens if I can just hit the link. I don't use Chrome that often, but I mean, I could. It's not a biggie to do. Can you see the screen still?
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Right. Shrink control. I'll shrink control. All right. Now I would have to go back, or I can set the printer here.
Download it. Yeah.
Yeah, you get.
You can download it. You don't have to scan.
Right.
Yeah, I could download. Yeah, you're right. And just whatever I want to call it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
In
and
Chrome,
then
you're gonna get. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, then you can
Nice.
email it from.
See, it's downloaded now. I don't have to scan it. That would be nice.
Yep.
All right. Now, to get rid of this, I'm going to have to
Click the back button, yeah.
Well, see, when I did that, it logged me out.
Did you ever log in, or did you just paste the URL onto the...
I logged in. I logged in. I saved my credentials, so I don't have to do it right now. Printing on sync, because my fingerprint will do that.
Yeah, the problem is that he went straight to the URL for the purchase order.
Okay, let me go ahead and I'll change that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and get rid of this paste.
There you go.
That's better.
All right. Well, I'm already logged in. So I'm about to say it
Mhm.
saved my credentials. I'm logged in. All right. Now, as far as inventory goes, I'm going to search for a number. Hang on, I don't want to do that. Inventory, item master, that's what I normally use. Okay, so if I hit 35109-BW, okay, I click on this.
What are you trying to do, Scott? That's
I want
showing you the warehouse.
I want to see the information for that part number.
Okay.
And let me,
Oh.
So,
no, I was gonna say, let me show you why. Let me show you why. Like if I hit 35109-BW, all right, do you see one? You see these two lines down here, unit cost, unit price?
uh-huh.
We use those as supply. We actually use those in our. I know we don't do it the right way. We use those those things for our customer costs. We have two different customers we have set costs with, or set prices with, and so we use these down here. But if you go down here, it gives us the stocking stuff. But here, we put notes for more detail. We put notes for each one of our part numbers. If we have something like a price increase, we are something with a customer or supplier, we have extra notes in there because it doesn't have enough notes room for one part.
Okay,
So all
can you flip back?
Yes, right here I am.
Okay, so close that window, warehouse assignment window.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Or just close it with the X.
All right.
And
Okay.
then over to the left of that part, you see the pencil and the edit label? Yeah, there you go. Click that.
All right.
This is where all of that information is. See your notes?
But it doesn't have those pricing things.
Yeah, it does. If you see, there's 4 tabs. So if you look on the left, down where units, cost, and pricing is, yeah, click there. Click there.
Oh, okay.
So now we actually have price levels in here, which you may like. And this is a Sage feature, a Peachtree feature that we incorporated. So
That's
you can
nice.
have, you can have price levels now.
All right, and that does make it nicer when that is like that. Thank you.
That's weird. We have something out of order there. We'll have to fix that. But goes
Which one's out of order?
Down there at the bottom where your cursor is, it goes 3, 5, 4. It should be the other way around.
Uh-huh.
It should be 3, 4, 5. Okay, no big deal.
That's an easy probably easy fix.
Yeah, that's a real easy customized fix on the screen set. So not to worry about that. But this is where your pricing is.
Okay, now
so we didn't.
One more question. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, the reason there are tabs there is because there's like 80 fields, and the screen was so long that we just made it. We made it like windows. You know, see, kind of like those tabs you saw in Inventory Pro for Windows across the top. Now you have tabs on the left for general, reorder, assemblies, cost, and certifications. So those are kind of like the buttons you had going across the top, but now they're on the left.
Okay, now how do you go back to where we were?
Just click General.
Yeah, click the General.
Okay, now where is history?
Oh, so you want to see the history of the part? If you go back to the list.
Yeah, so if you go to item master list, there's an icon right there. You can see it right there, history. If you click that, it'll take you to what's called the audit trail, which will show you all the history of that item.
Okay, hang on. The one thing it does not show in history, at least maybe this thing is too narrow, is the unit, the price I charge for that item.
Okay, well, we can add it to the screen.
That would be nice, and if it added something like real, near the date and the unit, like the date, unit, and then charged or whatever. Because it takes me forever. Like, excuse me one second. Let me go back to where I was. I'll show you. See the history up here?
Uh-huh.
If I click on that, I can go back and talk to you for 5 minutes, then come back, and it'll give me all the history.
There's that much, huh?
Well, we have a lot of history, of course. We've had the same system since
2011, I looked.
'06.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's been updated, and we really, there's really the time-wise is the main problem with this. It takes forever to get information out of it, and we run a backup every night. We don't, we never have really lost data, knock on wood. And it seems like maybe it's a little bit more archaic than we really should be using. As you can see, as we're talking, it's still looking up the history for that one item.
You'll find that on oops, sorry, go on, Ben.
No, that's okay. I think you're going to say the same thing I am, Zach, that the new SQL Server backend that you're going to get to is going to be a lot faster.
Yeah, absolutely, and it doesn't load as many things at once. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that it does it by page.
And that would be great, but that's better.
Yeah, you
Right.
see that you can change to any page you want, so it doesn't load everything at once to keep it nice and quick.
Yeah, it seems like it's quicker. Now, we'll just have like a shortcut for this to log in, correct? Or we're going to
Say that again?
go through Chrome every time. It's more than likely,
Yeah,
right?
you need to work in Chrome.
Okay.
Internet Explorer is going to be flaky.
Okay, so it's pulled up now, and as you can see, it shows our customer and the price we sold it to them at.
Okay.
So
We probably have a report. We probably have a different report other than the audit trail that will show you that data. So maybe we'll just get you a different.
I pull receipt history, I think it's called. It's under receiving.
like this one right here. Go ahead. What'd you say? I'm sorry, sir.
That's all right.
I believe I was gonna say that I think there's a report that'll show you that under receiving.
Yeah. So if you click on reports, Scott.
Reports.
Yeah. Receiving.
Receiving stock, yeah, right there. And then there should be.
Yeah, under to the right of report, there's a pull-down list.
Actually, audit trail receipts might be what he wants too.
All right.
Let's see what that looks like. So just click report.
No price.
Yeah, it doesn't have price. This might not be the one you want. Try going to report there, the report tab right there. Or no, not that one. Sorry. So if you click the reports thing again, it'll get rid of this tab.
Okay.
So down a little more, there's another report column there. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Try going one to the left. One drop down to the left.
All right. All right, right here.
Yeah, I think receipt history might be what you want. I think.
Oh, and receipt history. One way sales history is what we're looking for.
What was the history you want? Sorry, you cut out a little for me.
Sales history per item.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so go where it says type, Scott, change that from receiving to issue. Issuing stock down a little bit. Keep going. There you go.
All right.
Now click that pull down to the. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, give that a shot.
Well,
No, that's not quite it either.
hang on. No.
You want to search an item ID.
Yeah.
So you gotta change that reference there to item ID. Oh, it doesn't even have an item ID here.
No.
Yeah, this isn't it either. This is searching by orders.
Scott, I think what you should do is send us that report that you like from Inventory Pro for Windows, and we'll match it. We'll just create it.
Yeah, it's basically that. That's all it is. It basically tells me, okay, if you look at it, the date it happened, the item number, the quantity, what's left on hand, of course, and then the work order number or invoice number.
Right.
And then under cost and price, it's just the price is all that shows up. So I really don't need the cost. I mean, nice to have, but
I just took a screenshot, so I should be able to match that.
I'm recording the session to use that.
Is there anything else?
Or special.
How about specialized reports? You guys did a couple for us?
Yeah, we'll copy them. We'll recreate them for you.
Okay. And Martha, tell them to go to the side door. I'm sorry. 1 second. We got a delivery, and he should have went to the side door and he came to our offices. It looks like, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out. I want to put the old one back up again and just look up reports and configurable reports. See what we did here. We used like the catalog report a lot. Like, so we use supplier catalog. I think you guys did this for us.
No, that's one that starts there.
That one we used, so that one's still there. That would be. We should have that one. Oh, see, here's what it looks like. It just tells you everything about that, all the supplier information, unit price. And if there's a packaging thing, it will fill it in here.
Now, does it turn those reports into PDF?
Are all the reports PDFs, or can we change them to Excel and download them?
All the screens you can export to Excel, and all the reports are PDFs. You can generate a PDF out of them. So yeah, both. Yes to both.
Inventory Pro we have now, it says it's supposed to go to Excel, but half the time the stuff it sends to Excel doesn't look anything like the report that it shows us.
I think it'll be better now.
Okay. Also under inventory.
This one?
Did he say they'll still go? Yeah.
All right.
There, the inventory. Oh no, shipping orders.
Shipping orders.
And the one profit report. That's one that Tom guy made for us specifically.
This one goes. Is it okay to do that?
I changed
Tom
that.
Kendall. Yeah.
And then if you go to view, I would take a screenshot of it to make sure it basically tells us. These are all good.
Yeah, I mean, it just changes by the sales order number.
We put it by the sales order number, so we can get a profit report for every invoice we need it.
Okay.
As soon as it pulls up, give me a second. I think it's working on it. There it is.
Okay.
So it gives us the order number, the invoice number, the item part ID, the description, and the category, which is the part. I don't know if yours still has that or not.
Yeah, we have categories.
It does have categories. Okay, I just didn't see them. I wasn't looking. Purchase price, selling price, and it tells us the profit here.
Okay. Yeah, sure. That looks like a pretty standard report.
Okay. Let's do another report. 1 second. Might be another one. I just want to make sure we're all.
I mean, a lot of them are already there.
We just had a couple. I think we had 3 things done. We did the purchase order, but you already have that done for us the way we used it.
I mean, most of these that are here were already standardized in the system when we got it.
Yeah, I think, I don't think it's going to be a lot of work to get the tweaks that you need moved over. So.
And the only other option we have that I don't know if it's even available or not, but when we have to do it kind of separately, say we have a purchase order and Of course, everybody has back orders. When you receive a back order, so what I do is I go into the purchase order. I tell them that, like we ordered 250. Let's just say he said 125. I have to change the purchase order to 125. Then after I print this out to go to accounting with it, I have to do a new purchase order for 125. Is there a way that it can just add an A or B to the end of the purchase order? And
That's actually done automatically now, I believe. So if you did a purchase order like that, it'll just create another one with a little :1 after it.
oh wow,
Right.
okay.
Yeah. Hopefully you're going to see some new improvements that you like.
I think
What you have is pretty old.
we have to keep like the ordered amount staying like
Receiving amount. Well, that's something you could. Yes. Okay, so she'll do the received amount, and then another purchase order will print out. Okay, or we can get another purchase order to print out. Wow. Okay. Seems like it's pretty good. Is there any more? Go ahead.
Are there any reports that, because a lot of times our boss asks us, how much have we ordered from this person this year?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Can we get that out of there? Because
Yeah, sure.
I've never been able to figure out how to do it on the old one.
And we're not really looking for exactly what items we purchase from them. We just want them. Sometimes we want it that way, and sometimes we just want the total. So if we go into here, what kind of report can we run to do that?
Click on reports.
All right.
So these would all have been purchased, right?
Yeah.
So I would think they'd be under purchase orders. Click purchase order.
All right.
No, that's
Completed purchase orders.
Maybe we gotta make one, but I would think.
I know it is an open.
Maybe it's under receipts, actually. Maybe it's under receipts. On the type there, click.
Oh,
click,
okay.
Yeah, on the type, click receiving.
All right.
So if you do receipt history, and then report. Now we should be able to add a filter.
For
Click on
vendor.
the filter. Yeah, click on the filter.
Oh, so
There you go. Yep. And add a filter over to the right, top right.
kind of filter. Okay.
And then, yeah, do that pull down. I think we need to add supplier here.
Yeah, so would that work if you could filter it by supplier? Because adding the supplier field shouldn't be that bad for this field. I think I already did that actually for another customer.
Can we go back to the report itself?
Yeah, you can just click back.
I'm back.
Now, if you click export here,
Over here.
yeah, you'll see it'll generate the Excel sheet for you.
It's actually doing it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's opening it, so.
Yeah, this should be a lot better than Inventory Pro for Windows in terms of getting stuff out to Excel.
And there it is. Let's see.
Oh, that's awesome. And sort it by status and go the PO received.
Yeah, but then you have to have the vendor.
I know. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, all the screens will export to Excel. You just have to tell us which fields for Zach to add, which columns.
Quality, but we'd also need we would also need the supplier. We'd also need the price or
Right.
cost.
Right.
And the part number, there's no
Yeah, there's no part number. That's just
Well, the thing about a part here, sorry. The thing about a part number is these are orders, and they don't have one part. They have multiple parts in them. So the reference on the left is for shipping orders and purchase orders.
Yeah.
Let's
So
say,
it might be it might be a different a different report that we want to tweak for you.
yeah, because basically what we're going to do, what we're looking for is, I mean, can I run around the old one just so you see what we're doing?
Sure.
All right,
there is.
oh, there isn't one. That's right, there isn't one. We'll let you know exactly what we want on the report.
Sure.
It might be 2 reports, because it might just be one with everything we bought from them and the totals, or just what we bought from them, the PO number and the total, and of course the date and stuff. We'll fill that in for you, let you know. I'm sure it's a simple report. As much information as this has in it, I mean, it seems like it'd be all right.
Yeah, you just gotta let Zach know, and he'll find the closest report and then clone it and edit it for you so that it gets you what you need.
Okay, now Zach, I'll need your contact information, of course.
Sure.
Now,
Do you want to just write it down, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm Z Schneider, ZSCHNEIDER
All right.
at CISSLTD.com.
All right. So we're gonna play around with this a little bit the next couple of days, and of course we're probably, since everything has been changed since we got the first download. What kind of time frame are we doing? Like, I would have to give you my database again and have you fix it, because we added part numbers, and we would like to do it. We have to do it on a streamless thing, like give it to you on, like, say Thursday. Don't do anything on a Friday, and then maybe get it back on a Monday, and then start working.
We should be able to turn it around the same day. If you give it to us Thursday night, we should be able to get it back to you on Friday.
Oh, wow. Okay. And what is the? Now I know we pay yearly for what we have now, which is not helping because no one can really support this.
Right.
What is the charge on this new system comparably?
It's $200 a month for 3 users.
All right.
You pay, so it's $200 a month for 3 users.
But as long as we can now, if, like, just say we get the system and working and everything, and let's say we find another report we need, or something we might need and we don't have. Can we adjust that as on the fly, or is that something that we have to do in the
Well, yes and no. It just depends a little bit on what it is. There is customization you can do.
We're not talking about feature, but I'm saying that we find something, a report that we may need, and we don't have it.
Yeah, it's usually not a big deal. Just tell us and we'll build the report for you.
Okay.
There's ways to clone these reports. Like if you click on definition, it shows you what the report is doing in the background. And see, there's a copy button there. So we can copy it to a new report and then just tweak this. So it's usually not a ton of effort.
All right, this is what's going on in the background of everything, what we're seeing. I don't need to see that. I don't need to mess with it, to be honest.
Yeah, that's all right. That's for me to mess with.
Yeah, it's not really intended for you.
I don't know. Now, like, there's, let's see, if I go into Tristar, okay, that would give me the information I need, some of the other stuff, and there's tabs here also.
Yeah. See, if you click customize here, Scott, see down on the lower right, if you click customize, there's hidden fields. These are all the fields in the background, and some of them are not visible. If you look at the visible column, kind of the
right here.
Yeah, see how some of them aren't visible? So, you're not seeing everything on the screen. So, you might need some.
Yeah, we don't recommend messing with this. We recommend that if you want any of these, you ask one of us and we'll enable it for you because messing with this can sometimes cause problems in other places.
So then don't show this thing to me.
Well, I just wanted to show you that you can customize some stuff, without really doing anything.
Yeah,
Like
like
you need a,
if you went
Like
to the
that.
customize and you were like, I want this enabled, you just contact us and we'll enable it for you.
Now, let's just say, I'm going to see something real quick on this one. Go. Oh, this purchase order.
We could auto receive.
Okay, now if we go to the orders and purchase orders, and I'm going to go into the one I just did. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and here it is again. Now, where are the? I say I want to add another part number to this.
All right, so you're gonna want to go to the. Sorry, you're gonna want to go to the purchase order lines.
So scroll up, and then you see that line items at the top. There you go.
Okay. Let's say, okay, I added a line. There's two things I want to do. Give me 1 second. Let's see. So, change this. 35. Oh, I already have that. Give me a second. I'm trying to remember a number on top of my head, and it is not working. All right. All right, say it's there. Here it is. Okay. Then say we go here. I know that, but say I want to change this receive number. I want to do a backward.
Well, that's when you go to receive. Go to receive up there.
Receive this purchase order. Then I want to receive it. I don't want to change it. Like say this is what this line right here where my arrow is. I can change that to 125. No, I can't.
You gotta do that through the receiving though. You gotta actually receive it.
I go here to receive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then
That's where you put how many receive.
Yeah. Now you can
here.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, I did this one. I only got 250 up.
Yep.
On the next page.
Just click save or receive.
Yeah. So if you just want to do a partial receive, if you change the units on this screen, it will only receive that many units.
And when will the back order come out? By question, like say
Right when whenever you receive a partial order, it will create the back order.
But I hit next now, right, to receive it.
No, there's actually a receive button there.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Receive here, right? Now, that's not giving me the total of the purchase order on this screen.
It never does on.
It doesn't? Okay. She does all the receiving. I'm just.
Yeah. That would be there's a totals page.
Order and not.
So click cancel. Click cancel. If you had clicked OK there, it would have completed it and not made a back order.
I getcha.
So if you go back to the list and search for that order again.
Let's see. There be orders, purchase orders, and I put in 18564. It only came up with this one.
Yeah, click on it. It says partial receive. Do line items.
Where it was. Oh, right here.
Yep.
500. I don't see where the back order.
Yeah, just partially received. I think.
Yeah, I wonder.
Oops, sorry.
Well, if you click on System, Scott, and then Admin Options, over under Configuration, Admin Options at the top.
All right.
And then Purchase Orders.
Okay.
I'm starting to think that only shipping orders have back orders. I think it might just partially receive a purchase order.
Oh, okay. See, so it keeps it open, and it just shows a status of partially received.
Yeah, I think so.
That probably doesn't work. We'll have to just punch it in every time with the -1 or something. -2. Okay, I understand.
So you,
I'll just have to make a new purchase order when we do it, instead of it automatically doing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's still open. You can still receive against the other 250. It's just
Yeah,
showing a status of partially.
Go back to that purchase order for a second and see something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, that won't let me print it.
okay.
Is that what you clicked on, Scott? Was the print? Yeah, do the preview. So it was the print that gave you the error? Try preview.
Yeah. It shows me the back order.
Right.
I would rather just, the way we've been doing it is just on it right here, because it says no.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't even show us the back order.
Well, it shows. Oh, yeah, you're right. It doesn't show the received quantity here.
Yep. And not that I would need that unless it automatically would do a purchase order. But if it doesn't automatically do a purchase order, there's no need. I'll do what I've been doing, which is create another purchase order. Now, there is actually no copy either.
Oh, there is.
Once you go in,
Pretty sure there is.
I'm here. I'm in the purchase.
do line item.
Oh, here, copy right down here. Copy. And then, okay, it's the same thing as before. That's fine. Let's see here. The other thing we do is, well, let me exit out of here. When I do a purchase order, I have to approve it. Is there a place to approve it on here or not?
Yeah, there is. So if you go to the header again, if you scroll up to the, oh yeah. Let's see. Yeah, approved by.
Yeah, it has to be complete to approve it.
Well, I mean, it's fine with us to do this, but my question being is if one of our buyers has a limit of, I don't know, $10,000, he tries to order a $20,000 purchase order.
Yeah, we have that.
Yeah.
So again, it's a system option where you have to turn on approvals and you have to set by the user. Click on the buyer there, Scott. On that blue buyer.
All right.
Yeah, click there. See how there's a buyer approval limit?
Okay, so we'd have to put another buyer in with less of approval.
Yeah,
but
you know, you could put Jane Smith in here and give her a $10,000 limit.
But then she wouldn't be able to approve it.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
You'd have to approve it.
All right. Now, if I have to go back to here, all right.
I think by default we have a PO approvals turned off, so we have to in the system administrator options turn on approvals.
Okay. It's, like I said, it's a big deal. I really don't think it's a big deal. If we can make sure the salesperson listed on the automatically for the vendor, that would be a big help.
Okay. Yeah, we made a note on that.
And we had some issues with our database. It's been screwed up for years, and they never were able to fix it, so we let it go. Let me find one of the ones that have stuff that's holding up pen.
About the print. Oops, sorry. The printer issue you guys had earlier. That's fixed in a newer version. I just checked.
Oh, it is? Okay. That's good, because that was strange. Okay. Let me go ahead and talk to my boss, get through, which should not be a problem, and I will get back to you. And we're going to think about a couple reports, and then we're probably going to want to do it. I want to start it soon. Now, the only other question I have is there's also a mobile.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you
Version
can
of
do
it.
this on your phone. Yeah, you can do this on your phone now.
It better be a damn big phone. I can barely see mine now. But
Well, no, up at the top where you have the URL, after test_Tristar, put /mobile.
all right. Well, I'll do that later. I'm not worried about it now, but I just saw it was mobile. I was able to do it. So it's basically going to be, it's not going to be like an app. It's actually going to be you're going to have to type it into it.
Well, yeah, it's browser-based, but the screens are smaller, so they work on a phone better. And you don't have
Okay.
all the functionality. You just have like receive, issue, ship, receive against the PO. It's basic warehouse functionality that we tried to optimize. If you had a industrial scanner,
It does look.
basically, heads up.
I was gonna say it does look really good. Like I've used it a little bit, and you'll be surprised how well it does work.
All right. Now, say I need to add a new supplier. Oh, the ship. Okay, that's something we have to talk about. Martha's here, and she takes care of all the shipping, so she'll probably have a lot more questions than that.
Right now,
So-
the system puts in the shipping order number automatically
Yep,
on the one we
it's doing
use
it here
now.
too. It's
Okay.
doing it here too. It's just not until you click save it won't generate the number. Because once you
I
click,
see.
if you accidentally come in here, we don't want to be creating numbers accidentally.
I see. Um, okay. But it basically kind of works like the purchase order, just in, right?
Yeah. You create the header and then you add the lines to it. So it is very similar.
I think you went into a place you don't want to be at right now, so you're gonna want to go back a little bit. You clicked on the link instead of the drop down.
Right.
So you see
wanna
on the
click
right,
those-
yeah, on the right, there's those dots. That's what you want to click.
Okay. I see. You are correct. That was not where I wanted to be. Oh, there's more. Okay.
Yeah, this.
All right, I see.
If you want to search, you have to click enter
Okay.
or search, either one.
Press that.
Okay. And then I would have to do.
They'll do it the same.
Oh, don't click OK. You want to make sure that you're clicking those dots, or else it'll take you to a. Oh, yeah, there you go.
I am just.
It's no problem. Our systems, we've been adding to the functionality so much, it can sometimes get overwhelming with how many things we've added in.
Okay. And then I would hit save. If I'm done here, I'd hit save.
Or you gotta go back
Yep.
in.
when you click save, it's gonna generate the number for you.
Yeah, clicking save will generate a bunch of things that you're going to want. Oh, that's a weird error.
What was that error caused by?
I don't know. It should work. Click save again. It
Hit
says
ship. Hit ship. It's required. It hasn't shown in yet.
Ship 2 is, yeah.
Yeah, but
But,
there is.
Ship
It
V.
is still in.
It
Yeah,
did ship 2.
Hit that one.
Oh gosh, Martha.
That's a bug, I think. That
Oh.
shouldn't work. I mean, that should work. Let me quick make one on my system, see how it works.
We have to put
it
in
might
how
be
we're
just because we had the goofy.
that. non-specific sales rep. There's no sales rep. We don't have it. I come back to no.
I did ship 2.
Yeah,
let's
which
just pick it again. Let's just pick it again. Click the 3 ellipses there.
huh, that's interesting. Oh no, it worked for me.
Now click save.
Yeah, I probably screwed something up.
I think it was when we clicked yeah.
Oh, that's expected because it tried to send an email, but we have the email server isn't set up on their test site. So it tried to send an email and then it sent an error. So it's still created correctly. So if you go to line items, it should still work. Which, by the way, is another feature. If you create or send a shipping order, you can select who you want to email and say, hey, we created this shipping order, or hey, we sent this shipping order out. That can be enabled or disabled by us if you'd like.
We'll probably disable that.
Okay.
And what is the? All right, so right there you.
So here I can put in the line items. I don't have to do an add line like he has to do on the purchase orders, right?
Right.
I wish I could just hit enter. I wish I could tap down.
Yeah, that's a feature that's difficult to do online because when it's an application that's very easy, but to do something online, you have to regenerate the page every time you'd want to do that. So if we wanted to add in that functionality, we would basically have to reload the page every time you typed a letter, which can be very frustrating.
Now the description isn't filled in, the stock isn't filled in. That's filled in automatically, or is that how that works?
Just click save. Click save, Scott. And it'll go back out to the database and grab those fields.
Okay.
But now do you have to hit save every time you put an item in?
Or
No, you could put in 10 items and then click save.
Okay.
And then you can go down and do your ordered quantities. That's what I would do, is pick all your item IDs and then click save and then do the ordered quantities and click save again.
I got a question for you. You know how you go into the item? We're going to keep using the same number. Let's keep using it. 35109-BW. Okay? You said there was price levels I could put in, move them where they should be. And those price levels, can we assign a customer to those price levels so when she puts it in, the price is automatically going to come up for that customer?
Yeah, if you click on orders at the top.
Orders?
Yeah, and then customers in the middle column, bottom of the middle one. Yeah, or the left. Yeah, there you go. And then just pick a customer.
We'll go back to this. When did it come up? Why didn't that come up? That's so odd. That's not who I want.
There might be a difference between customer and supplier, I think is what you're thinking of.
Oh, these are suppliers, customers. No. I'm sorry, no, that's not what I'm looking either. I need.
Here, so go to name. You're searching by you see there, right next to the
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry. There, and I'm looking.
ID. I think you want ID.
ID.
Yeah, try that. There you go.
Okay, so right here.
So click on the pencil to the left, yeah.
Okay.
Now down here, you'll see there's a price level field. And there's also a discount field. So I think that's a number. The price level is 1 to 7 or 1 to 8. You can pick.
We can tell you what. That'd be nice. No, I'm saying if we. Okay, I'm gonna go over this real because I gotta understand this too. But if they had put him as price level 1. Okay, so Sapco is price level 1. Okay. So I'm gonna save this. Now I'm gonna go to inventory, and I'm going to put in master inventory list.
Yep.
And I'm going to put
Yeah.
7101A-BW. Okay, I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
It's right here. I'm going to open it up. No, that's not what
Oh,
I'm going.
pencil.
I'm going to hit the
Yeah.
pencil. God damn. All right, and then there is. This is about
Pricing
the pricing is where?
to the left. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, you had it. There you go.
There. All right, so I am going to put them as pricing level 1 at 1.44, correct?
Or make it something different. 145.
That's not so 190, 180. I'll just put that.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, that's
language.
fine.
Okay, so we are done with that, right? I saved
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Now go back and go to where your order was. So that's an old.
Yep. Now do line items.
Point just did. Line item. Then go to that line item. What was that? I forgot what number I put in, so bear with me.
Yeah, sure.
And it worked.
Small miracles.
Now what isn't working, I think, is it should have an issue option, but I don't see it right now.
Well, it said ordered and shipped.
Like I saw the issue button on the main menu, but on this screen there should be an issue button that you should be able to issue this order out.
Just change the quantities so they're not 0.
Yeah, that might be the problem.
The ordered quantity, make it, like 5 or 10 or whatever.
You got to do that, and then you got to put the ship quantity in.
No,
Oh,
ship
hold on,
should stay 0.
Yeah, there you go. Now click save. And the issue button should show up.
You know what happened though? We had to.
Oh, issue button.
No, it's still not. Yeah, that's a problem.
Well, we don't have approvals on these, do we?
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, there should be an issue button here.
Yeah, that's probably this is an older version of iPull, so basically one of the newer versions probably have fixed this problem. And if not, we'll take a look at it for you and fix it up.
Okay, now the other. How about building a kit? Okay, we got. Go ahead and do it. She's got to do one more thing. I have one more thing to check that we have to do. No.
Oh, dang it. Why do I? Some of them you do click on that.
No, you always drop down. It's like that. Let's just try. Sign. Fine. We got to put her name in this. Work order type. There's no work.
I fixed it then, Ben. I figured it out. There are approvals. I turned them off.
Okay. So we need to enter a work order type.
There's no type listed.
Yeah, if you click on the blue, this might be another database problem.
Well, hold on.
Right
Did
there.
the drop down not work?
Yeah, it didn't work. There's nothing in the list.
Oh,
So
weird.
This might be a data problem again.
Yeah, this might be database problem. Let me look into it.
So basically, what we do is we have to build kits. So we got to pull to make one kit. You might have to pull 40 different line items to build one kit,
Right.
and then
So
those 40 items turn into one.
And it should pull that on the we have now, it pulls it from the inventory of that kit. There was a place in the in the kit description, and then you went and it had the
You can do it right here. You can do it right here.
it had the item. Okay. Oh, that's the purchase.
Oh, hang on. Go to inventory. I don't. No, give me one.
I think we pulled your data in, so I think we have it in an iPull. I just got to show you where it is.
All right, go.
So if you click on components, yeah, it should show you. Right.
Yeah.
So if you flip back over to Inventory Pro online quick, and then you click on Inventory at the top, and then see down on the bottom of the first column there, it says Bill of Materials.
I fixed the work order type error then. It should work now.
So click the 3 dots next to us. Yeah, there you go. So pick one of those. There you go.
Okay.
So, yeah, we pulled them over.
Okay, so then when I put in that kit number, when I go to work orders,
Yeah, you could look at an existing one. It should show you.
You should be able to create new ones now too if you want.
Yeah, okay. What was the problem, Zach? Another one of those columns?
No, this one was that they didn't have a work order type existing, so I just made one on the fly quick.
Okay.
Create a work order. Give us a number.
and then I'm gonna. Okay, and then.
Add your line item.
But
which would be an assembly, probably. One of those assembly numbers.
What you'd normally do for work order types is we'd say like assembly versus build, but I just created it on the fly so you guys could do stuff. So if you wanted to say anything specific, I can quick whip that up for you in like 5 seconds.
So you're gonna have to put the units there, Scott.
Oh, what one?
which is what I.
Okay.
You're going to want to click top components at the bottom. So when you click one unit, you're going to want to click top component. You got to make sure you have units up there.
One. Okay.
Now top components. Ooh, what's happening? I think it's just go-to meeting. Oh, yes.
I just say okay.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, can I check? Sometimes some of these numbers,
We
Yeah, you can edit them.
can I? Because on the other one, I had to make like the required amount 0 before I could delete them.
You can just delete them by, you see on the right, there's that mark column with the boxes. If you check one and then click delete, it'll delete it from the list.
Will it stay deleted permanently or just for this one work order?
Should be just for this one work order.
Maybe they do have to be required 0. That's weird. I haven't worked much with assemblies, so sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll have to, I think we need to get somebody who knows better on the phone to help you out here.
Yeah, I haven't worked much with the assembly system on iPole much. It's a
Okay.
it's kind of like
It,
a
it
Maybe
doesn't look
unchecking, yeah, maybe unchecking used stock.
fired amount, which I need to do
Uncheck.
some.
Yeah, uncheck used stock on that line. And then save. I'll put it right back.
I believe what used stock does is if you were to try to issue it out, it wouldn't take from the inventory. So say it wasn't used stock, it would create it out of thin air, I think. So it wouldn't take from your inventory.
Because like say that first item, the 34101, say we wanted to use a 34101-R.
Yeah, right.
Place them. There should be a way to eliminate the 40 that's requested and add 40 of the what we're going to substitute it from. Because sometimes
Right.
you might have to use something different to make it work.
I'm pretty sure that's doable. I think you just have the wrong guys on the phone.
Yeah, and sometimes we would need to use that number, but change the required amount, which it doesn't. I don't know.
I think that's
Yeah.
doable. It's
I
just
think you
that
just have the wrong guys on the phone.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
How many units are you building anyway?
Say that again?
Well, we're building one unit, okay?
Right.
And if you look at the thing, it says required, it should be 3, not 300.
Oh,
that could be a database thing.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
problem.
it must be, because that's definitely an issue. Now we can revisit this, you know, if you want to find some answers out and revisit it, we can do that again. But I think everything that, you know, we just have a couple tweaks that are going to have to happen, but it's not major, like you said.
Right. We should have all the functionality that you had before over here. So,
It seems
except for
to
maybe a little of the customization, but that we should be able to replicate.
okay. Just, you know, we kind of want to go semi-flaw, you know, without causing too many headaches when we do switch over.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach will do your reports and any other changes, and then we'll just keep reviewing until you're comfortable.
And then we get
And
switched.
then,
Okay.
let
me do that. I'm going to email Zach and then have Martha's email and her name. We want to add her no buyer and all that other stuff. We will go. I think everything else looks pretty good. You know, like this little thing with the required amounts on these work orders, kind of odd, and how we need to if we need to switch a part in, if we can do that on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, there's sometimes this kit menu here that we see in front of us. The required amount should be not 300, should be 3.
So that is correct,
Scott,
right?
do me a favor and pull that assembly up under inventory rather than through the work order here. Go inventory.
Inventory.
Assemblies.
Item master list.
No, assemblies. Yeah.
1 second, I'm gonna see something real quick. Hang on, I gotta get the number. Let me tap on this again. I gotta get the number. Okay, I know what the number is. Assemblies.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the required amounts on here.
Why did it take us on?
I think we're still on the work order screen.
Assemblies. I'm right here, right? I clicked on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
there we go.
That was weird.
L80 E-SP. That's the kit. All right, it's right here. It's the kit she worked on. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God, I keep doing it. I go to edit.
Actually, you want to click on the bill of material, I think.
All right, right there. It's 3344. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why the math is so screwed up, but that's right.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. I think the problem is that most users don't use that assembly, so it doesn't get tested. And when it doesn't get tested, we don't know what's wrong.
We can look at that, and then also we want to find out if, like, all right, this is our standard kit. We're going to build this kit 80% of the time, 85% of the time. But out of the other 15% that we do have to make some adjustments, we have to put some, like, something else in place, you know, some of the part out because it's not available.
Right.
We want to know if we can do that on the fly when we do the work order.
Right. Yeah, you should be able to. We'll have to just get Benson or the other Zach on the line here and review it again with you.
You want me to give him a call, or do you want to do another meeting later?
We can do another.
We can do another meeting. That's fine. We can do another meeting next week when everybody's available. You can just email me like you did yesterday. I'll make sure I'm here, and we'll go through. And if we can clean up some of the stuff we talked about in the meantime, then you know, like the building material, the work, you know, the thing we did earlier, when we had instead of 300, and then I'm going to mess around with this a little bit and see if I come up with anything. And in the meantime, if there's any reports that I'm kind of looking for, like we talked about, I will tell. I'll email Zach. Martha will email Zach, and we'll have exactly what we're looking for, and maybe we can get those worked out too.
Yeah, just make sure you have the different columns you're looking for, and I should be able to make it up for you.
All right, we'll do that. Okay, guys. I think everything sounds pretty good.
Cool.
All right.
Good
No
stuff.
problem.
Thanks. See you, Martha.
All right. No problem. I'll email you, Zach.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Yeah, bye.
No problem.